And I also saw a good question from Alex in the Threadcast said, trying to swap $50 of HB or Hive to Dash right now. Does LeoDex still require Arbitrum ETH for gas? And then Ahmad Manga said, now I'm also interested if Arb fees are required too. So with the V1 model, you also had to have Arbitrum gas. So this was like another roadblock we had is obviously a lot of Hive users didn't have just Arbitrum ETH sitting in in an Arbitrum wallet waiting to use the Hive aggregation technology. So we built a gas faucet where if you had some Leo in your account, your Leo would be used for the gas. What we've done with V2 is we abstracted that completely. So you don't need any Arbitrum ETH in your wallet. You literally don't need anything but the input currency, and then it'll do everything else for you. So the Arbitrum ETH part of things was removed because now it's a smart contract, which has its own Arbitrum ETH, and that's baked into the fees that you pay when you do the swap. So no, the long story short, no Arbitrum ETH gas is needed anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's very nice. And that's also just on a greater note for crypto, gas fees suck, or having gas tokens and dust tokens suck. It's so bad. Like,
Yeah.
and that was like, I used very little. Like, I used ETH here and there and some token stuff here and there. Actually, before ETH, I used Counterparty. I don't know, the OGs remember Counterparty on Bitcoin. But where you needed, and that was my first exposure to gas tokens where I'm like, why can't I move this random shit coin I want? Oh, it's because I don't have Bitcoin in this wallet. So I need to put Bitcoin as the gas fee in there. And so swapping around with Thorchain and Maya and stuff has exposed me to a lot of just tokens that I did not realize I needed gas for all over the place. And it's like, okay, I'm moving this thing from Polygon, so I need Polygon for the gas. And then I move it to, but then the Arbitrum one, I needed Arbitrum, but no, I don't need Arbitrum. I need ETH on Arbitrum. But then I got ETH on the mainnet that I need. And just like, oh my gosh, it's such a pain in the butt. And
Yep.
now just the one click thing, like, gas is for like infra providers and stuff. And that's something that I think that interesting in the Dash world is with the evolution chain credits, which are Dash bridged over to the chain. In a lot of UIs are largely just like hidden. You just top up with credits once in a while, and then why do you need to see how many you have until it's just time to top up again? It's just not like I'm sure a lot of interfaces will end up showing it, but otherwise it's just like having gas all, like, you try to pretend like you don't need gas at all if you can.
Exactly.
In
Yeah, and
fact,
LeoDex won't mention anything about gas when you're doing
yeah.
these Hive aggregation swaps. So you're exactly right. Completely remove it.
Yeah, and that's the little nugget of UX wisdom that I hope that anyone who's out there building these kind of stuff can kind of take is, uh, if you find a way to inject gas along the way of a user's journey without them knowing, you become the UX god because it's just the sleight of hand that makes them forget there's gas. Like every time you swap into a token, it automatically provides some of the gas with it. And you're just hoping that, then by the time you swap it, you use up all the gas, etc. And so, yeah, just like if every single time at certain intervals you auto gas up, it's almost like the like hybrid vehicles when you hit the brake pedal and it recharges the battery doing that. It's just kind of like almost baking in the recharges into your daily life so you don't even notice it. So
Yep.
yeah, that's just
That's a good
little
way.
little
I
nugget
like that
right there.
analogy.